Rewriting the rules. Welcome to the Game Changers Talk Show. It's RUKE and several other characters, sometimes called friends, are gonna take you on an epic adventure of business insights and office mischief. Play along as we win the game of business. Let's play.
All right, happy scale day. We are going to talk about amplifying success. We have had an incredible week. Yesterday's broadcast was outrageous and powerful. I mean, I was like, that was good. I felt really great about it. And y'all voted it, because I made you, voted it to be a must watch, right? And so that got the gold badge, and I was like, or the gold background and the confetti and the woo, all the good stuff, So thank you for making yesterday just ridiculously powerful, and that's cool. I get people all the time hitting me up going, I just watched this and watch this. And it's awesome. So we're helping a lot of people. They get to see y'all wonderful faces. So good. Thank you for playing along. All right. So today we're going to be talking about what's working. We're scaling. So we're going to amplify our success. It is riffing. So that means that we're open mic. We're just going to go with the flow. We're going to make up some stuff, or at least I will. And we're just going to see where the conversation lands us. So it's any subject that we have out there. However, when we're talking about amplifying, there is something that we don't want to amplify, and that is when a salesperson hits you up on LinkedIn. So, Chrissy Quinn, awesome conversation. I'm going to keep you down there for a second because I know Lucky wants to jump in on this. So, why don't you tell us the scenario that you hit? Tell us the success, and then tell us one of the challenges with your success. Yeah, you're the only Chrissy Quinn I know, I think.
No, but you said you're going to keep me until Lucky, so
no,
I got
right
confused.
there. No, right there. I mean, I wasn't going to bring you up on full screen. You want to be on full screen?
Oh, okay. You don't need to do that.
Okay,
that's okay. So it is working. Fixing my LinkedIn has been wonderful and starting to work, and I'm getting responses. And what was really interesting to me is I have this guy who tried to sell me on sales techniques, and came back right away the next day with, oh, I hope you're having an awesome day. And did you get my message already? So I wanted to come back, and I want to know if this is okay to come back and say, wow, you're pitch slapping me already. Maybe you should talk to me about sales techniques. Can I do that? Or is that too snarky?
Yeah. So well, first of all, before I jump in with my attitude, Lucky, how do you feel about that? Selling the salesperson. First of all, I love selling the salesperson, because it's a game. I love it. And there's been some members who would say, yeah, that's how I approach RUKE, and I'm now a club member because of it. Lucky, quick, give me a sound bite on your attitude.
I love it when they pitch slap me, because I'm going to get right back with them and say, hey, why don't we book a time to talk? I'm going to take them in. I'm going to take them into a conversation. And I'm going to get them to share their story, and then I'm going to tell them how we could collaborate together, and I'm going to flip the sale back on them.
Yeah,
I do it every time. Every time.
That's wonderful. All right, so I don't do it that way because I'm not going to waste my time. So what I do is I come back to them, and it depends how aggressive they are. If they're direct, I'm going to be direct. You know. And I'll even step into that. Like, hey, thank you for being direct. I appreciate that. Listen, let me jump right into that as well. How is selling on LinkedIn this way working for you? You know, and they're going to say good. And before they do that, I go, if you're getting an 80% response and you're closing at least 60% of them, you're awesome. But if not, let's have a conversation. That's how I handle it. Right, but it's super easy because they're 100% in my zone. Others, okay, let me read you the latest one. I'll read you my response to the latest one. Okay, so this is a salesperson who wants to sell me, and he did good. Like, how Game Changer supports their employees in mental health, because that's a big deal for him, right? you know, and it was a sales pitch, you know, making sure, you know, and it's like, this is exactly what I'm trying. I would show you, but I'm recognizing we're on a live broadcast. So I wrote, I appreciate that, buddy. I think we're good. We have a super fun environment. Purposeful space. Catch that thought. Let me ask you this. One thing that we have fun with is sales. And we show entrepreneurs how to have fun as they're doing their outreach on LinkedIn, which obviously you just hit me up on. How's that working for you? Is this ready? Y'all get that, right? Is this something you're wanting to focus or get? Is this something you're wanting to focus on and get more sales? You can't say no. Do you get it? So Jules just said this. I just called it out very politely, and he goes, "Glad to hear that. I've been, you know, blah, 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 working with great companies, an incredible company that I work with, all that kind of stuff." I said, "Awesome." I said, "Well, I'm putting on this event on how to sell with LinkedIn without being sleazy. I think you'll really, really enjoy it." Sure. So you get my point. Boom. Give me a. There you go. It was a direct comment. There was no tricks in that. Right? He said, "Do you want to buy this?" I said, "No, well, I mean, we're amazing. And I see you're doing this. You want me to help you?" Okay, because and that's part of that was pointed out, like obviously, because you just hit me up this way. He can't get out of that, and I'm like, "Look, I can show you this cool stuff." Okay. That, by the way, that was like 2 minutes ago. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So, what's working, ladies and gentlemen? What right now is working for you? It could be, hey, I'm getting a lot of comments on this. Hey, I'm getting a lot of response on my emails. My posts are getting likes. This message is working. My sales pitch is working. What's working for you right now? I want you to reflect upon this week and go, or the last 2 weeks, because, yeah, you get it. Last 2 weeks, what has been working for you? Got to raise hand. Paul, how are you, buddy?
Hey, good to be here. Hey, Larissa, welcome. You're in a motley crew now.
Are you? Is that to Larissa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were asking what's working. What's working for me is a suggestion you made way back, and I finally put into place about 2 weeks ago.
Well, good job
and that's
on your
doing less
timing.
marketing and more... What's that?
Good job on your timing. Go ahead.
Reminds me of that joke about the world's best comic. He was asked, he said, "What is it that makes you the world's best comic?" He says, "Ask me the question. What makes you the world's best comic?"
What makes you the world's best comic?
Timing.
No, you missed it. Did y'all see that?
So 2 weeks back. 2 weeks back, I switched.
Stop!
It up.
No, wait a minute. You ruined it. That was just an absolute. Paul, you know I'm the world's best. Paul, you know I'm the world's best comic, right?
You are.
Yeah. Ask me why.
Ask you. You'll tell us.
No, ask me how.
Yeah. How?
Timing. No, you're supposed. See, it's not that you got
right back on.
No, it's not that you got me. You didn't do it right. The whole point is to interrupt. Godly, Paul. All right, Paul. What did you put in place and what's working?
What I put into place is doing more informational stuff rather than pitching on a regular basis. And I'm getting people commenting on the information stuff. I mean, just as an example, yesterday was 9/11, and you know that I volunteered at Ground Zero days after 9/11.
Oh, wow.
So I put out a piece. I put out a piece every year just to say, hey, here's what happened when I was there. It's my learnings from it. And I've had people commenting on that in wonderful ways. So again,
awesome.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what can you do better? Now,
more often.
No. I'm going to tell you. So no. I'm thank you. Yes, true.
Hey, it's timing, Rook.
Well, sorry. I was trying to give you that, not the bad horn. I'm going to give it to you. Well, okay. But I want to hone into this so that we don't miss this, right? Because our content out there is just fishing. That's all we're fishing. We're fishing for likes. We're fishing for comments. We're fishing for all that good stuff. So what you want to do then is thank them. Now, you don't want to go, and you're not going to pitch them in the DMs, especially with a post like that. That is just bonding post. So there's posts out there that I just like, and y'all see this. I randomly will go by and go, hey, I hope you have an amazing day. And I just go on my merry way through LinkedIn. So you want to say, hey, thank you, I appreciate what I did, whatever. Just send them something thanking them, okay? Okay. And you let it sit. Now, what happens then is they might come back and say something back to you. They're going to check out your profile again, right? So now your brand is right there. Your sales funnel or your LinkedIn funnel is right there. And then what's going to happen is if they come back to you, right? And then, of course, you come back to them. You're still not selling them. Your brand, your content, all of that, the algorithm is going to start feeding that. And now you're more in their world. Make sense? So as the algorithm starts doing that, give it a week. Then maybe you can have that conversation of getting together and talking and all that on that type of post. Any other post, you can go faster. But the purpose of that is that's amazing. Thank them. Start the conversation. Start the engagement so that they see more of the algorithm gives them the more of the world of you. So when you put out something that is appropriate to do a call to action on, you're good to go. Good job, bud. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for your service, your volunteerism. All right, so anybody else? What else do we have here? Who's got something that's working this week? What was good this week, the last week? Because, Thursday's technically a split between a week. You got to get it. What's working for you? Lucky, what's up, buddy?
So I've updated a fair number of things on my LinkedIn based on your model. And as of about mid last week, I started getting 2 or 3 referrals from people who know me on LinkedIn with content creators. I'm now getting 10 to 11 per day introductions. I'm finding it increasingly difficult to keep up with the typical research I do on these people before I contact them. But yeah, it's a nice problem to have. My daughter's going to be busy soon with her second job.
Oh, come on, you do. So what I get it. Okay. But what you do is so I have a scrapbook. I use Apple Notes. So I have a scrapbook and I have all my different pitches. It's called sales snippets. There we go. And I copy and paste from that. So what I do is when I know I need to follow up, I'll write a script. Like real quick, something short and sweet, speaking into that. That's how I follow up with them. And so I am not endorsing copy and pasting stuff. But I am saying be efficient. Meaning, yes, y'all know when you're outreaching to someone for the first time, right, and it's your first engagement, it has to be a message that is not, and it's obviously it's not copy and paste. Part of that is don't just say hey, hello, and their first name. One of my tricks, I like to say something and put their name in it. So like, okay, that was obviously written. You know what I mean? There's no copy paste there. That's great because now they know you're real. When you have a call to action, when you're doing a workshop, when you want to do a one-to-one, those kind of languages, those little attitudes, those should be copy paste. Mm-hmm. So that is important. And so like mine is, mine's a question. It's like, look, I'm doing this next week. You interested? That's 100% copy and paste. But I already have gone back and forth or I've been referred or introduced to.
Right.
Yeah. So that saves a lot of mental time. That's important. The mental space in your overall time.
Okay. So I'll keep creating some various types. The nice thing is a lot of these are coaches and content creators. So I have been able to create like a subscript. Then I just go out and research them, find 2 or 3 things I like about what they're doing, and I'll plug that in on top of, hey, here's a few times that we could potentially meet. Does that work for you?
What do you mean plug it on top of? What? It's a trap.
Yeah, so I have a script written that's just the basics. Here are a few times I'm available this week. Would that work for you, or would you be,
Well, that's so low on the script, though.
Right. And so at the very top of the script, then I just say, hey Mary, I love your, mindset coaching that you're doing, and give them about 2 or 3 things I like about it, and then ask them to connect.
Well, tell me that flow again. I'm getting on you. Let me hear the flow again.
Okay. So I'll go out and research them, and I'll find 2 or 3 things that I like about them. So when I respond, I'll say, hey, Mary, here, I was looking at your mindset coaching. I love this, this, and this. Love to connect. And then, no.
Then what?
I give them some optional times that I'm available.
Yeah, come on. Wait a minute. Hold on. So I want to make sure we're very, okay, listen. I looked at someone. Okay, I got.
Well, you don't like our calendar, putting the calendar link.
No, that's not my conversation. That's not my conversation.
Okay.
Okay. So you might have skipped a step in there. Okay, but I just want to make sure this is clear. All right, because this happened to me today. So I was reviewing someone's messages, right, helping them with the sales, and they go, I'm putting out the message you gave me. All right, I said okay. And I'm looking at how many they're reaching, how many outreaches they're doing today with the message, and then how many one-on-ones. I'm like, that's a bit. I want y'all to hear this. It was a huge drop off, and I said, "There's no way." I said, "There's no way they're using my script. There's no way." I said, "Pull up your script." Well, no. I see your chat. Pull up the script that I gave you, right? Okay, I pulled it. Okay, now pull up your script that you have, because I didn't give you that script. No, it is. No, I didn't give you that script. That's not my script, right? It has pieces, but you meddled with my script, and they did everything you just said, okay, right? And they also offer the times in the same message. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, on introductions.
So, God dang it, I don't have a louder horn. I do have just a big old. Oh, I don't want on my bass. Wait a minute, that's wrong. I didn't fail. Let's do it this way. Oh, all right. So part of it was this. So, because I'm the marketing director for this company, right? So first, I got like real direct, real quick, right? So, I didn't have to hug anybody on this one. I'm like, what? And then the other the other team member in the company, I was like, can you just please explain to them what they just destroyed? And they was like, so the whole conversation was how 3 things I like, something I like about you, blah blah blah. The question. Right? They pose a question, and then they offer the times to meet. And the problem is they weren't allowing the person to actually answer the question. They preemptively, it's like, and here's a time to meet, which negates everything you just did because you just got salesy. And I do understand that on the introductions you can go quicker, but you want to have a back and forth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the part of the reason for that is that the back and forth that you're doing, it needs to be one for the algorithm, right? You want to see how engaged they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
So funny. So do the copy paste. Don't overwhelm with all that kind of stuff. And listen, and I'm okay if you sit there and go, here you go, ready? Because it's an introduction. Let's say it's a direct introduction. There's no correspondence that needs to be in front of it, right?
Right.
Okay. Go to their profile, look at their contact, find their email, and then go, is this the best email for you? Because part of what you're saying, well, RUKE, they're asking for an appointment. You still want that back and forth, right? Okay. I've also done this. I've gone to that. I saw that the calendar. I say, hey, I saw that you have a calendar. I'm going to jump on that. Is that okay? Right? You're forcing a relationship. Otherwise, it's boom. They're in. They're not going to see the world of you. You're missing the whole branding sales cycle of that. Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bypassed a lot of the stuff I would have normally done because it was an introduction. So I still need to do some of the stuff.
And I don't mind that, but you understand it's a totally different thing. Is this the best email for you? And by the way, email them. Hold on. Side note here. That doesn't mean you don't do the email, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'll do that, and when I'm coordinating with Emily or whatnot. But if it's a calendar or whatnot, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you got me 11 referrals a day. I think I will follow the next step that you give me.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Who else is doing something great? I promise to put away my button. I just love Lucky. What's working for you the last 7 days that have you applied that's giving you some good stuff? How's it going? Laura, update on yours? How's your email phishing? That's actually not with the PH. That's with an F because the PH is actually not good at all. I'm going to have to change my words on that one. That is bad.
Come on. So I had my first appointment. Well, do you want me to start from the beginning?
I don't care. Why is that echoey? Go ahead.
So I sent out an email with my offer. And RUKE and I talked, and he suggested that I personally email all of the people that clicked and opened.
Oh, me. That's me. Talking about me.
So I did. And it was just a kind of like RUKE does with his, hey, I'm doing this thing. Are you interested? And I got it ended up being 97 people that I emailed. I got 5 responses, set 5 appointments, and I have one that's gonna close in 2 weeks. They were just.
Did she just go silent? Someone say something real quick.
No, I'm here.
Oh, did the sound just go off for a second though? Okay, just mine. Okay. Going to close 2 weeks. That's what I heard.
Yep.
And I don't know if you said anything after that, but that's awesome.
Yep. I'm psyched. I just got to put more offers out there.
Well, I don't want his face. I love his face though. There you go. That's for you. Laura, good job. That's amazing.
Thank you for all your advice. It's working.
Yeah, step it into making money whenever you want. That's where we're going. That's the way you do it. You got to get them on the calendar first. So that's awesome.
Yep.
All right, who else has got something that you put into play? Oh, how do you do more? So sorry. I'm just so proud of you. So how you do more, obviously, is you want to send out other emails. And one thing that I would want to do, and this is important. This is, here you go. I'm going to give a pro tip to everybody in the world for this one. Pro tip. Look, if you really want to run emails the right way, this is how you do it. One, have a very professional email. It's like marketing. Casual speak, human speak, not ChatGPT, ugly marketing, right? But marketing. So they go, oh, that has some formal things on it, some structure. It's professional. Got it. And make sure it's dynamite. Then you want to do a second type of email that's super casual. Because here's what's doing. The high promotion works, the super casual works, the middle doesn't. So don't do the middle. And that contrast is what really makes it work. And what you're able to do then is you can see their different learning styles when you look at their emails, see who opened and clicked, and follow up specifically to them individually, because that's what you do. And you match the tone that they have, that is dynamite. So, Laura, I don't know if the promotion that was the high end or a casual one that got it, but do an opposite one and fish again.
Okay.
Yep. And just go back and forth.
You got it.
Nice. Did you connect with them on LinkedIn as well, as best as you could?
I did not, because the last time I tried to do LinkedIn, I got no responses. But I don't know that I was saying it exactly the way that you told me.
Yeah. Okay, so I appreciate it. Let's tie this in better for you, okay? So when I do it, I do both. If I have their some people are hard to find, I guess, is what I'm going to say, right? So I do both, and I actually put I put the email and I say that pretty much the same thing. I'll change one thing to the email to the other, so that I know they're getting it. And I also want them to start the conversation on LinkedIn. So do both. You're
Okay.
They won't. And by the way, you've gotten a great response. I would absolutely go back in that list and hit every single one. Listen, I get it. My last list was big, and I do my own LinkedIn, and I got to tell you, Laura, it was at least an hour of my time.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh, good God, it took longer than an hour.
Oh,
Anywho,
okay. Copy paste. Well,
I will do it.
Well, Laura, maybe you should do what I do. Seriously, I go copy paste and I talk. Boop, 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 click, copy paste, say something. Boop, boop, copy paste something. So I'm like my hands don't even have to move to do it, because I'll do the speech to text. All right, there's just a little nuance there, but that really makes it super solid. And again, the word of you starts showing up because it's a new connection, and when they respond, you're awesome. Do that. That's absolutely going to take that to the next level. You're going to love it. I can tell you that when I do that, I'd say 50-50. Like meaning 50-50, like 50 respond here, but not email, 50 respond on email, but not here. So you know what I mean? It's like if I did that to 10 people, half would do here, half would do there. Yeah, so you're missing a lot of great leads. Cool.
Okay, I will get on it, man.
Awesome. All right, what else? Who else has got something cool that's working for you this week? Let's make it better. All right, in general, it doesn't have to be a RUKEism. No, I mean, was it a bad week? All right, let me ask you, what went bad this week? If you want to say that to make it better. No, really, but what's working for you right now? What is getting you attention? What's getting you some traction? All right, people being shy. My favorite game comes out when that happens. And no, Paul, it's not pitch it. Unless you want to. This is the end of the week wrap-up show. So I know, right? You're doing it. Don't be cheating on me, Paul. You know what I'm doing. All right, so let's do this. Everybody, you got to think about what is working right now in your world. All right? And so we're going to go with, and it could be your conversations. It could be the way you run your calendar. It doesn't, just whatever, so that we can scale it. We're talking about scaling success. Right now, we got on the screen, we got 9. Who's 9? 4, 8, right? Yeah, okay. Right? Is that 9? Liz, I know you're new. This is your first week. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
What's working right now in your world?
Oh gosh, I don't know. My clients are doing really well. I think they're happy. That's what's working. I'm serving well, and I'm having some really good complimentary sessions.
Okay.
Powerful complimentary sessions.
Wait. Come on up here. Let's get this. Let's get you up here on the screen. All right, everybody. Okay. This is Liz. Say hi, Liz. All right. So you're having really good complimentary sessions.
Yeah, I do like a complimentary coaching session.
Got it.
People can experience what the money session is like. And we talk about what plan I would put in place for them based on where they're struggling.
Got it. So let's start back with the first part. You said that your clients are doing amazing, because I absolutely know they are. One of the things that I think is really important that I would love for you to do this weekend is I want you to meditate, pray about it, think about it, just sit in the space of the success of that. And I want you to recognize what were the things, the habits that you're having them do. What are the exercises? How you showed up? What right now that is the thing that you feel that universally connecting them is what is helping that work. See, the reason for that is a lot of times when we reflect on what's working, we miss what kind of magical things we're doing. And so if we sit there and go, ooh, that's really working, so I need to do more of that. Ooh, that's really working. That needs to be my next post. Maybe a series of content. When you even show up on your one-to-ones, because you want to keep that energy going. Go, let's Great. I'm so happy to meet you. You know, right now I'm really focused on doing this, and this is helping a lot of my clients. Like the majority of the clients, this is a very common thing. I want to share that with you. See, that's a great thing within the consultation because you're now taking a third party endorsement that's working. You know, one of the things that, so I want to share that with you. Meditate on that. And that's also how you use it because now you're taking that nuance and your excitement forward. Make sense?
Yes. Some of what I do though is really listening to them and the words that they use and then calling it back to them. They don't realize words that they're using when it comes to money and then bringing that back to them and asking questions that make them invoke thinking.
And I understand that. And those questions can also be turned into more statements. And as you see the common challenges, that is because you're going to see commonality in it. So, you know, might look on the last 30 days. What is a common thing they're saying? That is then what your content needs to be about.
Okay.
So some of the challenges I saw, you know, I've recently seen with people dealing with this, and this is how you get past it.
Well,
go ahead.
Is this an example? Like one of the things I saw, and I actually tried to do a post on it, was I started to get some people that aren't struggling, which is what I want, right? And their myth is, well, I'm not struggling. I'm not paycheck to paycheck, so I don't need any kind of budget. And it surfaced 2 or 3 times. So I turned around and wrote about it on my website, blog, and newsletter and sent that out, like why I believe that's a myth. Is that an example for you? Good example?
That's 100% example, and this is how I would twist that.
Okay.
So you're beyond paycheck to paycheck. Here's what you do next. And that's how you get more of those clients. Make sense?
I like that.
Yeah. That's powerful. See, ladies, that reflecting back on what we've done, the conversations, and listen, they don't even have to be clients. I want y'all to know this. I mean, y'all network with your friends, you have prospects. You're seeing commonalities. When that shows up, that means something's bringing it to you. I don't care what you believe in. Something is bringing it to you, and you're going to have a thought about that. That's what you need to speak to because it becomes fresh and relevant. And let me tell you this, though, okay? If you are meeting with prospects and you're seeing a commonality and you're able to say something with generosity to help the majority of people you're seeing, right? And you're doing the LinkedIn like I'm telling you, you're now actually helping them and you're now selling them with your generosity even when you're not there. Do you all catch that?
Can I give another example and get your feedback?
Yeah, 1 second though. I want to make sure, do y'all understand what I just said? Because I really want to make sure you understand this. Okay? Like when you jump into a new networking group and you go, okay, this thing is missing in this networking group within my industry. Write some content towards how to solve that problem. And then they're going to go, oh, wow, this person really knows what they're doing. And as you meet with them, they see the solution. They're attaching you to the solution. You're being known as that person. Does that make sense? Cool. Yeah. What's the next scenario?
Well, another commonality that I see when I start coaching people and they're doing the package is, and this doesn't matter if you're paycheck to paycheck or not, people don't look ahead and plan for expenses that are coming. So I always Christmas is a simple one, right? December 25th, and we all wait until November, December to cover that expense versus putting money aside every month. Or car tires. We usually know when our tires are getting low and the tread is, and 6 months are coming up. So if your tires are going to be $150 a tire and you need 4 of them in 6 months, let's start saving for it now. And it doesn't matter if you're paycheck to paycheck or not. I have clients that are like, oh yeah, it feels so much better when that big expense comes. You're not on a monthly roller coaster. You're on a smoother roller coaster of spending in life.
And what I love about that, just to add a little bit to the touch of that, because I think it's so smart, even within, and I know Barbara is loving this, even within that account, you can have earmarks I'm just giving you something. I mean, you can say this is earmarked for this. This is earmarked for this. This is earmarked for this. And when that shows up in your life, there it's at. That's ridiculously powerful. It's amazing. Cool.
So I'm on the right track.
100%, because you're giving out the generosity, right? You're solving universal problems. By the way, when we talk about the desired results, by the way, voted by vote. Hey everybody, that desired result one. Do you think that's a must see? I gotta have a vote because I'm about to say something. It's got to be true. Thumbs up if you think that the desired result one, the marketing one, is that a must see? Okay, voted by the members. Must see. It's a gold edition. I love y'all. That's so awesome. So let me show it to you. I'm just gonna get this out there. When you look at that one, it is this one right here. Prospects Desires. Marketing to their desires. That's a gold edition. And our latest gold edition is yesterday's. Yay! Thank you. Voted by these people because I made them. All right. So when you're talking about the desired results, it is so hard to understand the desired results of our clients. We inherently kind of know it. We kind of know what we fall into. But when you start doing this thing on like auditing, and that's what we're doing right now, auditing the success of what's working or the patterns that you're seeing within your prospects or people that you're meeting within your community or with your clients, that's where the desire starts appearing. Oh, this is what they really want. And when you have the answer to that, that's when you go, oh, this is what they really need. One of the reasons why we're doing this show, one of the reasons why I did the cash sprint, one of the reasons why I gave you my scripts is I saw the patterns with y'all. I just want to let y'all know this. All my marketing, all my IP, all of it is all based on the patterns of y'all. I hope y'all know that. That's why every week I create something for you. And it serves you well. And it's fun, and it keeps it fresh. And I'm also going to say this as we do that, because I understand when you're talking about when you're looking at your cash sprint and you're going through the different phases of build, sell, scale, okay? I am not telling you that I'm in build mode. What I'm telling you is I build something, I sell it, promote it, get it out there, and then I deliver it in a scalable point. So I follow that all the time. But my cycle is not every 3 months. My cycle is like, it feels weekly, but it like the full cycle really is every 30 days. And everything I'm developing is within the pulse of the community. It's not a guess. It's not what I want to give you. It's not like, well, if you want to do that, you should. No, it's based on exactly what y'all are looking for and what you're asking for. And that's why it's so fresh. And that's why it's so powerful and relevant. Not about me. It's about you. Thank you. Thank you. Or, well, you people. And some of you are out there at home. That's the fun energy. And what's really cool about that is it really, when you tap into that thing, not only are you doing your own intellectual property, you are really, 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 really stepping in a zone of you're not, you're unstoppable. Because your energy's there, the real is there. You love the content you're putting out there. You love talking about the content. You love sharing it because it helps. It's doing it. Make sense? Cool. All right. We're doing the dice game. Paul, what's working? No, I'm just joking. Hold on.
Timing.
Wait a minute.
There is a piece I can add to it.
To what?
You were talking earlier about clipping, pasting, and speaking, and I don't know if people understood what you were
Wait, slow that down, because I don't even know what you say. Clicking, pasting, and what? Speaking.
Those are your words earlier.
Well, okay, go ahead.
I know you like to talk to your computer and it does things for you, but in LinkedIn, there's the audio message component, and it is phenomenal for connecting with people.
It is. Paul, amazing. It is. I want to only give a caveat to that. And if y'all are wondering, what is he talking about? Let's see if we can do this. Where's James? Let me spam James Penny. So
just don't spam Lucky.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spam Lucky. I'm gonna spam James Penny. Okay. Just want to make sure we're good. All right, cool. So what happens is when you're spamming James Penny, boop, there is right there to the right of the message. Okay, this might be not the best way to do it. There's a message, and what you do here, I at least want to show people because people, I know they're gonna go, well, where's that at? All right, so your message is on LinkedIn. Okay, I know it's blurry. Just deal with it. And you look right here, right there, where you normally type. Right here, right there is a little, can't see it, microphone. I'm trying my best. And when you hold that microphone, it pops into that, a big blue one. Hi, you're so amazing. I just want to let you know, Lucky, I am so glad to have you in my life. You are just an incredible, incredible gift. And I want you to make sure that you have an incredible, incredible day. You know, and you know, go out there with the chickens and the goats and just pet them and just say, RUKE says hi. RUKE says he loves you. And look at the butterflies and smell the roses and just know that you are loved. See, that's all you have to do. And done. Send.
That was so natural of you, Rook.
Oh, because I know where it's at in LinkedIn. Is that the natural part you're talking about? It's powerful. But say what?
Auto response.
I'm glad he sent it to you.
His auto response was, I'm currently busy helping someone's business dreams come true. Text her, call me, whatever. That's your text, man. That's awesome. But don't do what I did, unless it's funny. So Paul, great pro tip. I love it. Yeah, Paul did a pro tip. Do I have a group pro tip? Yeah, Paul, come on.
Pro tip.
In reverse, because you've already said it. Here's what you don't want to do, though. I just want to make sure that we don't abuse that, all right? If you're giving out real information, dates, contact information, when you want to meet with them, that's what it means, the dates. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, don't do that. You want to make it short and sweet, because the last thing you want people to do is sit there and have to listen to your message to get anything real out of it, except you're awesome. So quick little encouragement. Hey, love to connect you. So great. Let me know how I can help you. That's great. If it's anything complex or like that, you're going to destroy it. Paul, thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, so let's go to... We have number 12. Yeah, 12. All right, number 12. Who's number 12? That's 8. Oh, that's Paul. I was going to pick on Paul. I really was going to pick on Paul. So I'm so glad. Paul, why don't you come hang out with me?
Unaccustomed as I am to speaking, sure.
What else is working for you?
Well, actually, just want to pick up on that.
Well, hold on. The message is a great thing, by the way. Thank you. That was awesome. But keep going. Here's Paul with his...
Pick up on that.
Pro tip.
All right, what else you got for us, Paul?
Want to pick up on that piece about audio recording as you just were showing us. One of the things that a lot of people don't understand and don't know is that the way that audio is, believe it or not, and this goes back to Bell Labs way back in the 1960s, and it's still there. 1/3
this moment
of
in
the
history is
energy
brought
of
to you
the
by
voice is lost when you speak into a microphone. So make sure when you're speaking to somebody on a voicemail message or in LinkedIn's audio, make sure you add some energy. And what it will come out at is like this.
This scientific fact moment is brought to you by Paul. Thank you, Paul. That was really a pro. Actually, you stepped into the pro tip. What else is working for you right now?
again, just connecting on a more regular basis with information rather than marketing.
Yeah, I love that. How many hours a week do you spend connecting?
Probably about 1/3 of my time is connecting. Yeah.
Okay. And are you finding it worth it? I
Oh,
mean,
100%. I mean, since
I know the
COVID,
answer is yes, but I mean, let me ask it differently because that was an obvious thing. I guess what
absolute yes.
yeah, and what I'm picking on more of is that you're connecting, which is incredible, and by connecting with them, it's quality, right? You're having more fun now. It's more quality. It's deeper connections. So you're spending more time, but it's working, and that's the whole point. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you, buddy. All right, let's roll this up. We got a 5. Who would be 5? John. John, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good today, Ruke. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Why don't you come up and hang out with me? I want you to tell me what is working amazingly right now for you.
So, like, I would kind of follow along the lines of what Paul said, right? I think the connecting is, it's not by treating it like it's like you've kind of taught us how to treat it, and it not being the icky, salesy, like I get stuff all the time, especially even through LinkedIn, like, hey, John, I noticed whatever, X, Y, and Z.
I noticed your profile, blah, 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 but I had some ways you could fix it.
You know,
right?
And I, even before I came into this group, that stuff was off-putting. I think what I've noticed in more like everywhere is how salesy the world really is, right? Like, because I didn't come, I mean, I'm a sales professional, but I wasn't trained as a sales professional. I knew what I knew because of growing up and dealing with it on a regular basis. But now, like when I see it or when I try to, or somebody tries to have a conversation with me, like it's way more easily recognizable having gone through this stuff, right? And then it feels gross, man.
Yeah, like, your eyes are open. You took the Matrix pill and it's there. But how do you? But when noticing that though, are you having a hard time responding to be above that, or are you catching yourself more? Is it a frustration point?
No,
because you got to shift, not. Right?
Because so when people reach out to me, I'm like Lucky Penny is, right? Like I'll flip the script, right? Because then there's a dance there for me that is fun at times where like, okay, you're trying to pitch slap me, and so I'll use what you've taught us and be like, oh, you know, and then I kind of go back. Now, does it work out? Most of the time it does not, but for me it's good practice.
Yes.
And it's good. It helps me kind of dial in some of my language at times, because then I can go back and look and be like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, right? Or maybe I could have tweaked that a little bit different. So I use those as practice, and we've gotten a few clients out of it like that. But I think from just a pure outreach standpoint, it's gone a lot better. Like I'm getting more responses for less outreach, simply by being a little more human.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You got me. I can't. You started. Oh, you inspired me in an evil way. All right, so here's a new thing for you. All right, this is important. I'm gonna start with story time. So when I was a phone jock, those who know me, I was a phone jock. That's a telemarketer who has fun. I'm really amazing. And what I would do is I would go in early, because I really kicked butt. I would go in early and I would call all my I called them no's. Now we call them non-yeses, meaning they haven't said no, but you know they're not going to buy, right? So I call them, call me back next month, or call me next month. You know, all those people that didn't buy, but you know, whatever, I've been chasing them. I'll call them to warm up. And what's cool is when I sell a couple of them, oh, it just skyrockets. Because I will. Because I really put an extra hour in, so I'll get a couple sales. When everybody else comes in, I'm already at the leaderboard, right? Top of the leaderboard. They can't even touch me. I love that. That's the fun part. But here's what you said, John, that was ridiculously important. Right? It's the warm-up. I was ridiculously successful because I took that extra time and warmed up. And it wasn't anything nervous. There was nothing on the line. I couldn't fail because I already failed. So I tried different things. I experimented with techniques. It was me playing around going, who cares? They're not going to buy anyway. So what? And what surprisingly is that actual in the zone, letting go of the thoughts, the plan, the strategy, whatever that is in your heads when you're doing sales pitches and all that, and it becomes natural, it actually starts selling. So I love it. So the evil thing is what I'm telling you as my pro tip, inspired by John. In all fairness, we got to give this to John.
Pro tip.
You have to start selling the salespeople. You have to absolutely sell the salespeople because it's practice for you. You have nothing to lose. Try different techniques. Be direct. Be harsh. Whatever you want to do, be joking. Just do it because you know they're there for a different reason and they're probably not going to buy. It is your playground, and tell you if you actually get a couple like we do, it's amazing. Amazing. I love that. So that's my assignment this week, for you to sell the salespeople. Why not? That's awesome. John's inspiring. All right. Let's see who's next. 8. Ellen. It is amazing how the dice is just picking not only cool people. I know that's not hard when the whole room's cool, but really isn't. It's just picking everybody in the right order. I love this. Yeah. All right. How are you?
8. I'm good.
Yeah.
I think you just make up numbers.
Well, did you not see the dice? No, I'm being serious. No, wait, I'm being serious. You didn't see the dice?
I see the dice, but how do I become number 8?
Oh, okay. So you do that to me, right? See, there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the screen, left to right. Am I wrong? Just me?
It's his screen, Ellen, not yours.
I know.
Oh, Ellen, it's my world.
I'm messing with you.
This is me. Everybody else spins around me. Yeah.
I know.
So what's right now? What is working? What are you enjoying? What you jamming on?
Well, so you know this, but there was lots of just personal overwhelming things going on, which now have stopped.
Good.
And I'm here for the 3rd time in a week. Yay.
Yes.
My desk is clean, and I have lots of in-person meetings. I just went back and rescheduled all of those meetings. So it's really just simplifying everything.
Yeah.
And then I have my whole list of everything you gave me to do.
So here's what I would say for you. Okay. So you have a lot of in-person meetings coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's scheduled past next week. We're in Cabo, and so I just spaced them out. It was really just to touch base and schedule the ones that were important in person that have just been sitting here on my desk.
So I want to show you another one. Another little cool thing. Okay. So this is what I want you to do, and I'm going to show this to you, but I think everybody else wants to do this too. So one of the reasons why we love LinkedIn when we're doing the business is that it forces them to look at our profiles. When our profiles are dialed in, especially the Game Changers funnel way, it actually converts without you having to do anything except just be you. So when you go in real life, okay, I am at my home screen. I know. Well, I'm going to show everybody. When you hit search, so you're at your home screen, you hit search. There's this little thing in the top right-hand corner that looks like a tiny QR code. You hit that. That legit is your QR code. So I'm sharing that to you people because that's what you want to do is go, oh, it's great to meet you. Let's connect on LinkedIn. Boom, done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so now you're getting that. By the way, and one of the things that I personally do is when I do that, it pulls up their profile. I do screen grab, I do a snapshot. And when I get back to home base, I upload all of that into my database because I'm very visual. And that's my hit list right then and there.
Yep.
Keep making jokes to, whatever it recalls. So that's for everybody at home and everybody here too. That is, when you're in real life, that is a great thing to do.
Yeah. No, it was really just cleaning up the in-person ones that I have to get off the table.
Yeah.
My preference is this. So it's why I'm here.
I appreciate that. I love that. I love it. And I'm glad that you are. All right. So let's do this. Let's see how the dice is going to win on this one. All right. That is 6. Well, come on up. Let's do this. Larissa, this is day what? 1, 2?
2.
Day 2. So what is working so far? Oh, actually, we've done some good work. No, how's it go? What? Hold on. One of my favorite child who's calling me right now. If y'all get that. I am on a broadcast.
Oh, I texted you and I didn't know if you wanted it. I made steak and I wanted to know if you wanted some.
Sure, I would love steak, but when I get done, is that cool?
Yeah, text me then. You didn't respond and I waited, so I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I love you.
Just text me when you're ready for food.
All right, bye. Hey, look,
Are you
listen.
allowed to say you have a favorite?
What?
Are you allowed to say you have a favorite?
Yeah, because I tell them all they're my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting me organized. That's a win.
That's cool. I'll take that.
Straight out of the gate.
Yeah. So let me ask you though, out of what you do from your prospecting, what pattern generally works for you that's getting to the trajectory that you want to go? It could be getting responses, it could be getting conversations, it could be getting appointments. What is that for you?
I I think Paul was saying, having content to help them more than you're not pushing yourself.
Yeah.
You're answering, making it about them.
Being of service.
Yeah. Instead of like, I do this, my company does this, I have this. What do they need?
Exactly.
And thinking about their needs and organizing your thoughts of how you can have that value is what's helping me with direction, I guess.
Yeah. That's awesome. So that's a big deal, because that's when I review this stuff and I tell people a lot of this, because it does happen, is a lot of people are having the wrong conversation, right? They're talking at, not with. And what you're explaining is that's how you talk with people. And when you put information out there that supports them, what they're doing, that helps them, that uplifts them, they naturally have a conversation with you. But there are points to keep it tied in. It's like having the right content. It's also, hit them up in the DMs. It's also texting them, and just pay attention. Those who are engage. And it's paying attention to those who are browsing your brand. That's what that's called. That's awesome. All right, who have I not? Let me see if the dice is going to play on this. Let's see how good the dice is today. Cause, she is just the boat. There's a couple of them just sitting there. Give me a 4. Give me a 4. Give me a 4. A 10. Okay, that's 8, 9. That's Becca. If Becca's, she just signed in. I know she had a meeting. So Becca, if you're on the air, let me know. But since she hasn't answered yet, that means we default right back to this wonderful person sitting there. Just, I know he's going to pick on me.
Money Penny.
Huh? Right.
Money Penny.
No. This one. Barbara. What's up, Barbara? How are you, dear? How you doing, dear?
I'm doing all right.
I loved your tips. You got my email back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Been working on it.
Give me that. I'm happy to work on the rest. So, what's been working for you the last week, the last 7 days?
Well, I got myself on a nice schedule of breakout of where to focus, so I stay focused.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that makes sense, but corporate tax returns extensions all are due Monday. And so it's one of the, you got to stay focused with things, and I don't want to give up on things, so compartmentalizing time is really, really good. And I now have a schedule that actually gives me time to do everything that I need in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm not working 80 hours a week, doing a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
I'm actually accomplishing things. So that's actually good. I've got myself honed in on a workshop that I'm putting together because we were talking about the other day, talking about, an offering. And I have lots of little offerings, but I'm trying to create a offering that's like in 8 weeks, you'll get 20% cash back or reduce your debt by 20%, improve your profits by 20% type of thing.
Yeah.
So I've been working on a program like that. So that's part of my focus. And of course the tips, getting those to.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you're doing the filings, the extensions. All of it.
To get all. Yep.
That's amazing. So I don't know if I want to scale the busyness. But how do you go ahead.
Here's the thing. Now that I've got things set up, I know exactly when I have openings and they're profitable openings.
Yeah.
So, I have sections set aside for, okay, I'm going to be on LinkedIn for this amount of time this day, doing the prospecting, setting up those meetings type of thing. And then I know when those meetings are going to be because I've, got it situated already.
100%. You inspired me, so I want to make sure. You know what I'm about to do?
I hope not.
Well, no, this is good. You're good. You're good.
I did make some changes to my LinkedIn.
Did you?
You saw those. You saw most of those.
Yeah.
I've got some other changes in the works that I'm working on. Like I said, getting things situated.
Let me jump in this. I love what you're saying, and you're working. You're doing it. That's good. So thank you, Barbara. You're amazing. So here's what I want to say is, so Barbara is what I call in the season of hustle. It's okay to be busy, y'all. It's okay to go, I'm really running hard. That's okay. Just claim the season. It's not forever. Make sure that when you are running that way, that you're also building something to make sure that it is not happening forever. So whatever season you're on, if it's busy, you're in the season to hustle, just claim it. So for the next 30 days, I'm in the season to hustle. It's not like I'm overwhelmed or I'm doing too much. That's not the conversation. We're entrepreneurs. We just got to know what phase we're in. So we can go, okay, that's where I'm at. That's great. And there'll be a time of season of not hustle. So claim it and run forward. So here's one of the things I wanted to share with you. I'm not going to go in great detail. And those that play at home, go to GameChangersClub.com and get examples. I'll put that in here. Here is the entrepreneur. That's what I was asking you, Barbara, by the way. This is the Entrepreneur Calendar. It is in chat for everybody here in the studio audience. And one of the things that I would say is, right here up here is you name it the season of hustle, right? Well, I'm sorry, you name the season, whatever that is, of your hustle. Give yourself a time frame. Put the goal of what you're trying to get down and put your daily goals down. That is huge. And more importantly, protect some time for the things you got to do. Protect the time that, block it out however you have to. And what's beautiful about this is if it's actually blocked on your calendar, just like you said, Barbara, you're getting it done. That's amazing. See, this is a big deal that a lot of entrepreneurs don't do. They have goals, but they don't block on their calendar when they're going to get that goal. And don't cheat. Don't cheat. And when you sit there and go, how can I get all this done? Some of it, and I'll tell you the biggest thing. Okay, when we talk about this, the biggest problem that we have with this also is we're not following the themes. So on this, what we have is and I'll zoom in a little bit here. Is Monday, and this is based on mine. Monday is business theme, Tuesday sales production, Wednesday's clients, sales productions, then Friday dream time, Saturday dream time, and then I rest, which never really happens. So okay, maybe it's not just mine, but that's important because if Monday is your business day, meaning that you look at your books, Hashtag Barbara. You go through your audit your credit card as you should. Look at your cash projections and all that great stuff. You know, I'm going to see a lot of numbers Monday. Right now, but if Tuesday is like your sales and networking, you get that fun hat on. Now, Wednesdays, I'm going to meet a lot of different people and do work. You put that work hat on. The point of it is, the reason why we get so frustrated is that we don't adhere to some type of theme. So when you walk into that day, you know what you're doing. I'll give you a great example, all right? Because I know that we're also networkers. And I want to throw this to you. And I want you, this might be an incredible pro tip, but yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, that's a pro tip.
Pro tip.
This is for my referral networkers out there, friends. Okay, so check this out. I was frustrated from that perspective because I would have on my sales day, that's what we're just talking about the calendar, this day's for sales, this day's for this and this, is I would be interspersed. Okay, I'm ready to show my offer. I'm about to brag about the new thing I'm doing. Oh, wait, this is a referral thing, and it just interrupts the energy. What I have is when someone wants to meet with me, that is one of the clubs that I'm in, that I know it's just building rapport and it's referral, it's not sales. I have very special block time for that. All right, one, I make sure it doesn't fill on my calendar. Because that's why you're struggling, folks. You can't have that all on your calendar. You have to actually have prospect time. That said, I also show up better. Because I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to hang out with my friends. And I'm going to see how I can help them. I'm going to look at what I can do to like get them business and refer them. It helped me step into the energy much more powerfully. And it cleaned up my calendar. So I want y'all to think about that. Because I know that we're networking, and some of those networking, that networking is a network just a network. That's great. You build businesses that way. But block that time and condense it. Yeah, that's the only time you do it. So you're in the right energy. You put that hat on, you know how to expect it.
So, Ruth, you said you don't put it on your calendar?
I do. There is a very specific
Ruth, you
time
said you
on
don't
my
put it on
calendar, a
your
couple
calendar?
hours, that is reserved for
You
only
do put it on your
for
calendar as a separate block.
networkers. Just a network. Yep. And that's where they go. And it's awesome. I show up better, they enjoy it better, and it's not blocking up. Because the random throughout my day, I just looked at him and I say, I can't handle this. This is a roller coaster of my, because listen, here's what we're doing. A lot of people are busy just doing business. Right? You have a goal. You have a business. You have an obligation to your business to do what's right by the business. Mm-hmm. And if your calendar is filled with just referrals, I'm sorry, let me say this the right way. Referrals are great. Network to network to see, let's see how we can support each other, that kind of stuff, which is a serious way to build your business. But if your calendar filled with that, you're going to go broke. You can't do that. You have to, even when they give you referrals, you don't even have time for the referrals they give you. You have to set that aside so that you can go in and go, all right, I know my offer. I know what I'm doing this week. I know the attitude to have on these meetings because they're that type of a meeting. On these, I know this type of a meeting. That's important. So I don't know if y'all are doing that, but for a sales tip, you better be doing that. There we go. You dig?
I was listening to the thing about fixing my.
Y'all aren't doing that, are you? Did that make a big difference for you? Big perspective on you, huh? That's okay. Well, that's why we're here. I wonder what mine's called. I call it something. One of the things that I have, which is fun, is I have codes. That's why Emily's so amazing. She knows all my little codes. Whole nother conversation. That's probably not an on-air conversation. Our secret language of business. Yeah, block time for referrals and connections. Or block time for referral connections. So I just wonder what I called it. But that's what it is. So block it out. Block out your calendar that way. It's going to help you. You're going to love it. You're going to be able to serve both sides much, much better. All right, cool. So, I have a dear friend who hasn't gone up today yet. So let's see if we can pull her card. Come on, lucky four, lucky four, lucky four, lucky four, lucky four. Wait a minute. I know how to do that. I know how to even do better on that. Well, here, I'll just let it go this way. Lucky four, lucky four, lucky four, lucky four. 5! Well, we've already done John, so what does that mean? We got to default to the next person, so it still is a 4. I'm telling you, Barbara, I got to go play the lottery today. Or let's go to Vegas. You want to go to Vegas? Because I'm doing really good at craps. Yeah, I don't care. I've been to Vegas so many times, I don't care. Me and Victoria will play a little when we went, and Nighthawk. We'll put a little coin in the fun little slots, but that's it. I don't like gambling. I work so hard for mine. Why the heck would I want to gamble that? Anyway, Dr. Joy, how are you? Let's talk about what
Dr. Joy is always vocal, and I'm quiet because I'm tuning in, and I don't make excuses. I would say that my biggest win the whole time that I've been with you is because I need the direction that you're offering, and everything has resonated, and I'm simply attempting to stay afloat and maintain and keep the people that I have who have gathered and come to me. And so the expression of who cares, and you talk with people rather than at them, all of this, and I'm beginning, it's registering and putting it together. I'm not speaking up today I don't like excuses, I don't make them, but trust that I'm here because it's all
that's okay.
platinum for me.
Well, but you say that, so right now we've nailed your message. We've nailed your catchphrase and your message, right?
And I was not concentrating on LinkedIn, and now I am, and I put it together, and I'm putting together a freebie and all of this stuff. It's coming together.
It's amazing.
And I'm part of the getting ready to get ready, because that has been me. So I have a whole different outlook now, and I'm attempting to stay prioritized, but I'm taking it all in and trust that it's registering. We'll see the results. I'll see the results.
Yeah. Well, you are you're progressing. That's results there.
I am.
And we know what results you're talking about beyond that, which is amazing. Well,
Right.
so listen, I get it. Listen, one of the things that I would suggest to you, and I saw you resonating with that calendar, do the calendar thing. Block out stuff that you have protected time. And I know that your personal life sometimes you're pulled away with different things that right now in the phase that you're at. I get that. Also, that's one of the reasons why I get up so early, because there's no one that needs me that early, But I'm not suggesting that for you. My point is that you should have some time.
I know.
Block your time.
It's the direction, but the focus has never been easy, and it's more difficult. But I don't like excuses, but trust that I am receiving all of the information that you're sharing with us.
I appreciate you. All right, we got someone who we haven't had up yet. Let's see who that awesome person might be. All right, it landed on Barbara, but you got to go one more. And that would mean Becca. Becca. Hi, Becca. You ready to play? If you were unmuted, I bet you'd say yes. Yeah, you're not muted. Did I mess up my sound? Okay. Yeah. No one can. All right. Right. Y'all can hear me, right? Someone say something, please.
Yeah, you're good, Ruke.
All right, I'm good. Well, thank you, John. You're good too, and I appreciate you, John, for saying that. That's such a kind word you're throwing out there. Are you going to send me a deep, soft voice message on LinkedIn like Lucky gets?
If you would like me to, absolutely not.
Can you hear me now?
Absolutely, Verizon. Come on up here. How are you?
Good,
I know
good.
you've been busy
crazy this week. Yes,
Yeah,
it's a little crazy this week.
Well, let me ask you this. Over the last 7 days, what's been working so we can do more of it?
Honestly, the biggest thing is
Nope, lie to me.
my sale. No, honestly, it's my pricing. I literally have my pricing packaged exactly how people want it. It's selling itself. Like, I don't have to do anything. It's the pricing.
That is amazing.
Because it's what they want, the client's desires.
That is amazing. So,
absolutely.
How are we going to scale?
I will say, I have a question for you.
I would love to answer that.
I was listening yesterday. I wish I would have been able to be live, but my biggest thing is LinkedIn. I used to have like a lot of people just organically coming, and I feel really weird with the short LinkedIn description, and I feel like it's actually slowed down my page. What advice do you have for that?
I want you to help me understand what you're talking about.
The ing word, like starting the LinkedIn description.
It doesn't. There's no way that slows down your page.
So maybe that needs to be more aligned with what I used to have. Maybe like there's a disconnect there that I'm noticing.
Hold on. You're bringing up a whole nother conversation though, maybe. Okay.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, wait. It's a great conversation. First of all, let's talk about the scale and let's address that, okay?
Okay.
Because you're saying something, and I answered it, but I'm going to dissect it a little bit more. Okay, so for you, good job. Very proud of you. Give you a...
Just implementing what you taught me, RUKE. That's all I'm doing.
Just do what I say. It's going to be amazing. You know, I am the boss of my house when no one else is here. I'm the boss of this room when they don't take it over. All right, or this building. All right, so here's the deal. When you have a pricing that's working, obviously you can be a little bit more forefront with that because that can also lower barriers. But I would also then scale it, see how much more you can sell. But I would at some point start looking at what's the next level, right? You can diversify. I'm not saying mess with that price, and I'm not saying confuse your sales. But if you have something that's locked in, you're dialed in.
Yeah.
So you also can, so that means that you need to look at what's going to be beyond that. Does that make sense? Like this is now my core. So let me say it differently, okay? Sorry, that might be confusing. I don't know what it was. Was it entry? Would you consider your price that you're at right now high, mid, or low? It's high. Okay. It doesn't matter. The price works. So
the onboarding is high. The ongoing is low.
That's funny. Sorry, I just got a notification. I got a voice message on LinkedIn. So, all right. So, what you're saying, it's high. So let's play on the high level, okay? So you got it dialed in, and it's the high. So if this is now your high level, right, pricing, your top tier, what that means is you need to build that means your mid is now your low, and you need to build another high level pricing. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, this doesn't mean do anything over again. This doesn't mean go change your website. This doesn't mean start selling something different. Don't stop what you're doing. But I just want to prep you that is now your normal pricing. So if that's now your normal pricing, the most popular price, which most people start, that's the language you use with it now. You can have what's typical is a downsell, which was your previous mid-level. And then you can also have your upsell. Now, by the way, warning, disclaimer, I don't believe in upselling, downselling people. I do believe in giving people opportunities that they meet them where they are. Different perspective, folks. That said, you can have that tier now. Make sense? That means you got to build a bigger package, which means when you build a bigger package, that also lets you go, ooh, what else cool things can I do for them? What other results can I get with them? If the budget was bigger, what amazing things can I do even more? That's how you build that. And when you do it to the desires, that actually starts selling as well. Okay? Hold on to the conversation, but keep on this pace. Now, there was, you open it up. Now, so what I'm hearing is the short versus long would not change at all anything of the algorithm. It actually would help because people can read it. And by saying that, when you have a long, and you're talking about your headline, right? On LinkedIn? Yeah. Okay. So when you have your long headline on LinkedIn, and if it's long, it actually gets cut off. So people generally don't read it.
Yes.
Because it's like, it's a half a sentence. I can't read it. If I click on it, it takes me away. So they don't click on it as much. When it's shorter, they're at least reading it. Now, if you're saying, all right, so I just want to tell you that. If you're saying that the message might not be resonating, that's a different conversation.
So I think empowering entrepreneurs is two big words. So like when you look at the preview, like that's all you see. So I think empowering entrepreneurs is two big words. So like when you look at the preview, like that's all you see is like empowering entrepreneurs.
Because
do you guys hear me twice?
Yes.
Why is that? That is so weird.
That's
It's that split personality thing, Becca.
Yeah, I don't think it was just you though, Becca.
What's not just
Oh, it's
That's
me
so you
too.
can
Okay,
hear
it's not
yourself
just me.
think.
James just did it. Okay.
what? Is there an echo?
Echo, echo, echo.
Oh, come on,
To all of
guys.
us.
Don't tell me that. No, there should not be.
That's so you
Actually
can hear
repeating
yourself
everything
think.
twice.
I'm looking at the inputs right now. There's not an echo.
Like, as you're talking. As you're talking to me, then I hear myself saying what I just said to you.
Yeah. It's
That's
that
very clear.
Like right now, it's.
Is this better?
I don't know.
Testing,
Well, keep talking. That's better.
testing.
It's her end, not yours.
No, it was.
No, it has to be RUKE because it's all of us.
It
It's
happened
always
when I
me.
did it.
Listen,
too.
this eCam update. I am so sorry for those at home. If this is atrocious, has it been doing it the whole time?
No, it just started.
Oh, well, I
broke
didn't
it.
change anything.
No,
Okay.
it just started.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, let's
I don't know
move
what
on.
it is.
Okay. No. If it does, give me thumbs up. Give me signals if it's doing it. Because obviously I don't want to do it.
I think
but
it's good now.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
So check this out. This is look at John. Look at John.
I think
I'm
it's
wondering
good
what
now.
John's saying to me right now. Well, when I see yours, this is super long. So we don't want that. Well, and when I was talking about when I talk about when it cuts off. Watch this. See how it's cut off? Right here. Entrepreneur, empowering entrepreneur confidence. Right? It's cut off. So it's a waste. So you don't want that. And I can't hit these 3 lines. It doesn't work. It takes me back to your main profile, which defeats the whole purpose because they can't read your content anymore. And I don't like empowering entrepreneurs. That's what I said. This is not what I gave you. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying that it does need to change. And if you're saying adding this to all this, I can understand why it's not as working as well. Make sense?
Yeah. So what do you think it should be? Because I thought we had empowering entrepreneurs with confidence through financial clarity.
Well, I think part of that is that I think we said that we need to find another word than empowering because empowering is overused. But if you want to, just like we can't use it anymore because everybody says it. But if you want to use it, just get rid of the rest part of that. And I honestly would put it to chat. I would say, chat, I don't like the word empowering, and this has got to be shorter.
Okay.
Let chat fight that out. But you don't want to have the rest of it anyways. You just want it to be one sentence.
Okay.
So that might be what you're seeing because you're saying that when you're saying that less people are responding to you. What were you feeling though?
Like less organic reach. Like I felt like more people were following and connecting just organically versus and LinkedIn being like, hey, view this profile versus all of a sudden like now none. Like
you mean none? 0?
Okay, maybe like 1 this week. Like it wasn't like, and I don't know if that's also because LinkedIn is suggesting me as a top voice. And so I've been doing a lot of like, it's been making me comment on a lot of those articles that it does and testing me as like a top voice. And so I don't know if it has something to do with that.
Yeah. First, I don't know, but I don't know how, I'm just telling you, I cannot imagine changing your headline to anything would change that. Anything drastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm not a programmer for them, so I don't know though.
Can I email you some suggestions then and get your feedback on which one?
You can. Please do.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right. So, who else wants to jump in? What else is working? Whatever thoughts you have going on. We kind of did like a little club check-in for those who showed up today. All right. So what did we learn today, kids? We learned block our time. We learned that do what I say. We learned be real, not salesy. We learned sell the salesperson. We learned sell the salesperson. That's amazing. We learned there's nothing scary about that. And we learned kind of like owning your message and that your branding so that it works. Am I good on that? Okay. All right. So let's see. I got this super fan that just keeps hitting me up on LinkedIn. So let me see what this guy has something to say to me.
Happy Thursday, RUKE. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful Friday and an outstanding weekend.
Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad, John. That's not bad. See, that would work. Now, Paul would say your energy was low. Right, Paul? All right. Sit right there. This was a good broadcast. All right. Sit right there, ladies and gentlemen, studio audience. Everybody else, listen to this for me. Go ahead and hit subscribe, like, and hit that bell for me. You're amazing.
Thanks for playing. Got something to say? Reach out at play@GameChangersTalkShow.com. What you've just heard are the opinions, ramblings, and maybe a dash of wisdom from our hosts and guests. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental and frankly, pretty impressive. Always remember, we might be entertaining, but we're not always right. Till next time, game on.